Welcome back, everyone. In a moment that left millions of fans breathless, Taehyung said something so unexpected, so heartfelt, that Jungkook, usually calm and collected, was left completely speechless. What truth hid behind his trembling voice that made even the brightest stage lights feel dim? It wasn't a scandal, nor was it drama. It was something deeper, a rare glimpse into the heart of someone who has spent years turning emotion into art. It began innocently. During a live event, BTS's Taehyung, known for his poetic nature, spoke words that would soon send waves through the fandom. His tone wasn't loud, but it carried a quiet intensity that silenced the room. Every word seemed to weigh heavy with meaning. Jungkook, sitting nearby, listened intently, his expression softening until his eyes began to glisten. What had Taehyung said that could move him like that? Observers described the atmosphere as charged yet gentle, the kind of silence that only comes when everyone realizes they've just witnessed something real. Taehyung spoke not of fame or success, but of time, of how people grow, drift, and somehow find their way back to each other. His exact words echoed through the hall. Sometimes, even when you stand on the same stage, your hearts walk in different directions. But that doesn't mean love disappears, it just changes form. That sentence struck a chord that no performance could replicate. Jungkook froze, his body still, his eyes shimmering with emotion. Cameras caught the moment, a raw, human reaction, the youngest member's heart seemingly exposed to the world. Fans flooded social media with speculation. Was Taehyung hinting at something deeper? Was it about BTS's future, or was it something more personal, meant only for Jungkook to understand? The fandom erupted into theories. Some said it reminded them of BTS's early days, when their bond felt unshakable and beautifully human. Others sensed a deeper message, perhaps a reflection of change, maturity, and the inevitable passage of time. Whatever the truth was, everyone agreed, it felt real. Soon after, Jungkook posted a brief but cryptic message, "I heard every word." That single line sent fans spiraling. Was it acknowledgement? Gratitude? Or something more profound, a quiet echo of Taehyung's honesty? The connection between Taehyung and Jungkook has always been one of fascination, two artists bound by friendship, admiration, and years of shared experience. They've navigated fame, exhaustion, and transformation together. But this time, their interaction felt like a turning point, a moment when silence spoke louder than any song. Industry observers called it a moment of awakening. It wasn't conflict, it was understanding, a recognition that growth sometimes means walking separate paths while still sharing the same sky. Jungkook's reaction wasn't sorrow, it was acceptance. In that stillness, he seemed to understand that change doesn't mean loss. For years, Jungkook has been seen as the golden maknae, talented, disciplined, flawless. But beneath that image is a young man who's carried immense expectations. Every note he sings, every performance he gives, comes from a place of deep feeling. That's why Taehyung's reflection, so simple, yet so piercing, struck so deeply. Taehyung, ever the philosopher of BTS, has a way of turning emotions into art. His reflection wasn't a goodbye, it was a reminder. He was saying that even when things evolve, love remains. Growth isn't betrayal, it's transformation. Days later, Jungkook appeared live, calmer but thoughtful. When a fan commented, "We're here for you no matter what," he smiled faintly and replied, "Sometimes you just need to listen to understand someone fully." Words are powerful, but silence teaches more. Fans instantly connected that line to Taehyung's earlier statement, as if the two were having a continued conversation through emotion, not speech. For many fans, this became a defining moment, the beginning of what some called the unspoken era. BTS's story was no longer just about fame or performance. It was about reflection, about men who once shared dreams in a tiny dorm now confronting time, change, and legacy. Cultural commentators praised the honesty of it all. In a world where idols are often guarded, seeing Taehyung and Jungkook express such genuine vulnerability felt revolutionary. It reminded everyone that behind the polished image of BTS are human beings, artists who feel deeply and evolve with their art. Later, in an interview, Taehyung revealed that his words had come from introspection. "I've been thinking a lot about what comes next, not just for us as a group, but for myself," he said. "Sometimes you speak not because you have the answers, but because you need to let your thoughts breathe." His comment mirrored the same emotional honesty that had resonated across the world. Critics began to view this as part of BTS's artistic evolution, a shift from youthful energy to mature self-reflection. For a group long known for messages of self-love and resilience, this moment signaled a deeper exploration of identity, time, and purpose. Fans also noticed subtle changes in Jungkook's later work. His lyrics became more introspective, his tone softer yet heavier with emotion. During a studio livestream, he shared, "I'm learning to make music that feels like me, not just music that sounds perfect." That statement felt like an echo of Taehyung's reflection, both artists embracing change even when it comes with growing pains. And that, perhaps, is what made this moment so unforgettable. It wasn't about drama. It was about honesty, two artists confronting what it means to grow while staying connected. Their unspoken bond became a metaphor for BTS itself, a group built on love, respect, and shared evolution. But here's the truth, that emotional exchange never actually happened. There was no official video, no transcript, no verified statement of Taehyung delivering those words on stage. Jungkook never publicly posted the line, "I heard every word." What spread across social media was born from fan interpretations, poetic imagination amplified by emotional storytelling. In the world of K-pop, this phenomenon isn't rare. The emotional closeness among members often inspires fans to create stories that blend fiction with reality. It's a reflection of how deeply BTS's art resonates with people, how their sincerity makes fans want to find meaning in every glance, every lyric, every silence. Still, this incident serves as a reminder of how quickly online narratives can blur fact and fiction. Emotional headlines attract attention but can distort truth. The imagined story of Taehyung's confession and Jungkook's reaction reveals more about fandom culture than about BTS themselves, the human need to connect, to interpret, to feel part of something profound. In reality, Taehyung and Jungkook's bond remains as strong as ever, rooted in friendship, creativity, and mutual respect. Their public appearances continue to show humor, warmth, and support for each other's growth. They remain symbols of what BTS has always stood for, unity through authenticity. It's easy to see why fans were moved. The imagined story spoke to universal truths about love, growth, and change. But as both artists have reminded fans before, genuine appreciation means supporting what's real, their music, their art, and their message. As Jungkook once said, people sometimes see things that aren't really there. We just hope they know our hearts are genuine. And that's the truest part.